Hello there and welcome back to another learning tutorial video on TA with MK. My name is MK, and in today's learning video we're going to briefly discuss the order book on KUCOIN, kind of how it works as far as limit buying and limit selling coins. If you need to purchase a coin quickly but don't want to use market buy, or if you just want to get out of a position quickly but you don't want to use market sell, this video is going to kind of show you how the order book works as it relates to purchasing a coin using the limit buy and limit sell feature. And if that sounds interesting to you, please remember to like and subscribe, and let's go. It's TA with MK. It's TA with MK. So we're over here on the KUCOIN spot trading area, and I have the coin XED pulled up. Now that's Exceed Me. It's a smaller cap coin. I believe at the time of making this video, it's only a $6 million market cap coin. So it's going to be good for this example, for this video as far as understanding the order book. And so then we're going to head over here to the right, and we're looking up here at the top where it says order book, and you have this red area and this green area. Well, the red area is the area that has all of the sell orders. This is, orders people have placed, take profit levels most likely, and they're waiting for a price action of XED to reach these levels to attempt to sell at these prices, right? On the flip side of that, you've got the green area down here. This is the area where people have placed buy orders, hoping that the price of XED in this case comes down to one of these prices and, fills their order so that they can then hold some of the XED at, their wanted price. And for the purpose of this video, we're going to assume that you're trying to use limit to buy a coin as quick as you possibly can or sell it. Rather than using market, you are using limit. We've discussed we try to avoid market just because the fee is a little bit higher, and you have less control over what price that you're buying or selling the coin at. So we're using limit like we've been taught to do, and is the the proper way to do it. But we do want to buy this coin as much as as quick as possible, as close to the current price as possible, right? So one thing to understand is in previous videos I've always mentioned that I just click like a recent price that's up here in the sell order book. This is me accepting that I'm going to be paying a higher price than what the current price for XED is, but that's because I want to get into the coin as quick as possible, because maybe I think it's getting ready to pump and I just don't want to have a sell order or a buy order down here and have to wait for it to potentially fill, right? Well, one other thing that's important to understand is it doesn't matter how high up in this order book I click. I could click clear up here to 84.29 and it puts that price there. It doesn't mean that's the price that I'm going to be paying for the coin. Whatever amount that I put in, it's going to try to fill that starting with this lowest sell order and so on. So say I put in 2,000, like I wanted to buy 2,000, right? Doesn't mean that it's going to sell me 2,000 at this price. What it's going to do is come up here, and when I click buy, it's going to fill 125 of it at this price, 958. You can see this is the amount that other people are trying to sell. So after these first two, that would put me up to roughly, 1,000, a little over 1,000. This would be about 1,500. It'll use as many of these as it needs, starting with the lowest, to fill my desired amount, which means I'll get staggered buy prices between those first 5 or so in this case. And the reverse is true when you're buying the coin. Understand that just because you click 10 down here, 20, let's go even as far down as we can get, 71.80, and I'm trying to sell the coin. So this is me trying to sell it actually. So it's over here on this side. I just want to get out of the coin. It doesn't mean that I'm automatically selling. Say I put down again like 1,000. Doesn't mean I'm automatically selling 1,000 XED at this price. What it'll do is it'll start with this top one. That's only 154. This is only 38. So, it's going to end up needing to use these first 3. This one's obviously enough. It's 15.25. So it'll fill part of my order at these 2 prices and fill the rest here. Let's say the first 5 orders were all just really tiny ones that were only like 50, 50, 50, 50. It'll use as many as it needs to finally hit 1,000 and fill my order, which would then give me staggered prices that I sold at. But it doesn't mean just because I click clear down here that that's the price I'm accepting in the case of selling it, and the reverse being true if I'm buying it. So that's kind of a little tip you can use. A better way of thinking of it, or one last way of thinking of it, in the case of, let's just say you're trying to sell the coin, you're picking the lowest price you're willing to sell it at. So if it needed to use every single order between the current price and where you clicked to sell it, it would, but it wouldn't go any more below that because you told it that's the lowest you're willing to, sell for. Just for demonstration purposes, we're going to go ahead and wrap this video up by making a quick purchase of XED and then turning right around and selling it using the method that we just spoke about. So the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to go up here in the order book and just click say like 4 up, so it puts a price down here. I'm going to put that I want to buy 2,000 worth of XED, so that's $152-ish amount of XED. Now clearly you can see this bottom order is only 200, then 37, then 60, 50. So I click up here, 5 up at 0.07638, and I click buy. What you're going to see happens is if it fills the order, it's not going to show up under open orders. If it didn't fill it, it would be over here and it would tell me how much is filled and how much is unfilled. Clearly it filled since it's not here. But if I go over to order history, you can see the price that I click, which is 0.07638, is what it lists here as the price. But it says my average price was 0.07619, so a little bit less, because it used those different orders that were between where I clicked and, the lowest possible sell order at the time. Now we're going to turn right around and sell that using the buy order book. I'm going to go down here on the sell side. I'm going to click a price. Now I want to sell all 1817 worth that I just purchased. We're going to click down, down here at 0.07420, that'll fill that price in. I'll put 100%. It's telling me if I sell that, I'll have $134 given back to me in USDT. If it fills at that price, I'll go ahead and click sell XED. Lo and behold, here it is. It popped up under the order history. It says XED limit order, a sell, the price that I chose, which is 0.0742, the amount, which was my full amount of 1,817 XED. It filled it, and it says for the average price of 0.0744. So ever so slightly better than what I chose, because obviously it used all the different orders that were between what I chose and what was, the best that it could possibly use. Truly hoped you learned something today, and if you did, please do me a favor by remembering to like and subscribe, and we'll catch you in the next one. It's